Can two work together unless they be agreed? Affliction shall not rise the second time. Hi everyone, this is your boy at the corner, Henry's Corner. Today we have an interesting things to deliberate together. And what we are going to be looking out for a short moment is what I call disfellowship in the Church of God. Disfellowship is from three words. We have the dis, which has to do with the prefix. Then we have the fellowship, we have the fellow. Then we have the ship, which has to do with the suffix. So we have this fellowship. And we'll take each word one by one. This means exclude. Not impart. Fellowship has to do with fellow has to do with friends, family, companion, colleagues. Fellow of the same rank, the same power. Person of the same rank, of the same power. Then we have the ship, which has to do with the suffix. You can check out the meaning of ship. Ship can be a boat. It means so many things. So we have fellowship, which has to do with relationship, which has to do with relationship, companionship, interaction, communion. Then if we add the dis to fellowship, it becomes disfellowship, which has to do with dissociation, discommunion, disassociation or disassociation, disfellowship, discommunicate, excommunicate, to shun. And ever since the church age has implement or bring about this fellowship as a means of discipline and correcting their member. And why discipline, correcting, punishing their member? They will lay emphasis on scripture. That according to Paul, 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1 to 13, that Paul asked them to do this, they too they have to do this. You know the funny part of the story, or the funny part of the whole thing is, there are certain questions we need to ask, we need to reason Not just mere reading of the Bible, we need to reason the Bible. There is contextual meaning to the Bible. There are metaphorical meaning. There are figurative meaning. What about historical meaning? Then under the historical meaning, what about the tradition of that time, that particular time, that is particular, the tradition or the culture that is particular to that era at that very time, that this message is being conveyed to those people at that time. Corinthian people, who were they before they come to embrace Christ as their salvation?